a group of 5 friends embarked on a thrilling adventure. Their shared fascination with the unknown brought them to an old Victorian mansion rumored to be haunted. With cameras, flashlights, and a sense of excitement, they entered the eerie building on a moonlit night, ready to capture any evidence of the supernatural. As they explored the mansion's dimly lit rooms, they felt an overwhelming sense of dread, but their excitement overshadowed their fears. However, as time passed, they realized something was amiss. Every time they tried to leave the mansion to return to their campsite, the woods had grown thicker, and the once clear path outside seemed to twist and bend, leading them right back to the location of the mansion. Panic set in, and they understood they were trapped. Exhausted and hungry, they decided to rest for the night, hoping to find a solution in the morning. They huddled close to the window, seeking comfort in each other's presence. But the chilling wind and the creaking of old wood only intensified their anxiety. One of the friends, Mark, sitting in a dark corner, suddenly broke into a twisted grin, his laughter filling the air. His eyes had a manic gleam, and he abruptly stood up, dashing upstairs, his laughter echoing through the mansion. His friends tried to stop him, but they were too confused and scared. Another friend, Jake, bravely followed Mark upstairs, only to be met with silence. The remaining 3, Michael, Sarah, and Emily, huddled together in one of the rooms on the lower level, terrified and unsure of what to do. The night felt endless, and despite their exhaustion, sleep evaded them. Suddenly, in the stillness, a horrifying chorus of screams reverberated through the mansion. The voices seemed to come from all directions, and it was as though the very walls were crying out in agony. The 3 remaining friends clung to each other, their hearts pounding in terror. Sarah, overwhelmed by screeching noise and the terrifying screams, bolted outside into the pitch-black forest. His friends called out to her, but she vanished into the night, leaving them even more distraught and alone. Emily and Michael decided to stay together, knowing they were safer as a pair. They embraced each other in a corner, praying for the morning to arrive. Suddenly, the moon's light vanished, plunging the mansion into an impenetrable darkness. They felt as if they were consumed by an empty void. Days passed, and the friends were declared missing. A search party combed the forest and eventually found them in the mansion. Tragically, they were all lifeless, lying exactly where they had fallen asleep. The eerie circumstances baffled investigators, and the mansion's sinister reputation only grew. However, there was one glimmer of hope. Sarah, the one who had fled into the woods, managed to survive. She hid until the sun's rays pierced through the thick mist, guiding her back to her car. Traumatized and scarred, she became the sole witness to the horrors that had unfolded within the haunted Victorian mansion. From that day on, Sarah never spoke of the incident, keeping the horrors to herself. The mansion remained abandoned, an enigmatic place where the boundaries between the living and the dead seemed to blur. The once curious group of friends had learned a harsh lesson, one that would haunt them and those who heard their tale for years to come.